Hey guys, what's up? It's Natasha and welcome back to this week's reading video. This week I am super excited for words because Pan Macmillan via NetGalley, if that makes sense, sent me Olivie Blake's newest book that's going to be released on the 29th or the 30th of November called Alone With You in the Ether. And basically what this book is about, it's a literary fiction, but it's also a contemporary romance, and we follow two characters. We follow Aldo, and he is this everything comes in a box. He plans everything out. He is just that organized. This is how his life, leads him. He's just, if anything is out of place, he is upset, and it's just the end of the world basically. And then we follow Charlotte. She doesn't like the name Charlotte, so she goes by something else, but she is someone who plays out scenarios in her head all the time. If she meets you, she would think, okay, maybe you and I could be friends, or maybe you and I could be more than friends, or turn into enemies, that kind of stuff. She's also seeing a psychologist via court orders. I'm not sure why. I'm sure further along the way it will elaborate why. And then eventually Aldo and Charlotte meet, and it's this whole can these two get along type of thing. I'm assuming, because it's like a contemporary romance, so I assume these two are going to get together, and it's going to be a clash of worlds between the two, from organization to planning ahead, and I don't know. It's confusing to explain. I'll link the Goodreads link down below if you want to go check out how Goodreads explain it, because it's much easier how they do it. But I just thought, read once through the Goodreads explanation and you can think off the top of your head how you want to explain this to your audience, which is usually how I do with stuff. But so far I'm 13% into the book, and I'm almost there where Aldo and Charlotte meet. We were just there where you got introduced to the characters, and you got introduced to how they function and what they actually are about. I can't say that the writing, because it's literary fiction, is beautiful. I loved the prologue. If I can read you the whole prologue, that would be amazing, but I know there's going to be errors involved as well. Maybe I should get it for you. Just a few sentences so you can hear how pretty this actually is. So this is just an extract. She goes by Reagan, not Charlotte. But it says, had it begun the moment Aldo met her eye? Was it when he said her name, or when he told her his? Had it been the moment she told him, get up, you can't sit there, or did it have nothing to do with him at all? Could even that moment have been the product of something begun days, weeks, even lifetimes prior? And this was my particular favorite when I read through it. Did it matter where it started, and would it matter where it would end? Either yes, it mattered very much, because everything was a consequence of something, and therefore what became of them was somehow predetermined, or no, it did not matter at all, because beginnings and endings were not as important as the moments that could have happened, or the outcomes that might have been. Either it was everything to know the whole story, to look back and see the shape of it while standing alone in the periphery, or it was nothing, because things in their entity were less fragile and therefore less beautiful than the pieces within the frame. And I was like, wow, okay, that just, it sold me. 2 pages in and it sold me. So I'm really looking forward to this whole thing. It's not a very long book. It's like over two chapters. It's like over 200 pages, so it's not a long book. But I'm reading it via a PDF version, so it's making things a bit hard for me, but it's fine. I'm enjoying it. I'm going to continue reading this book, and then I'll give you an update once just chucked my Kindle. That's safe. The thing's battery is anyway giving me crap anyway. But yeah, I wonder if I'm using the right charger. Yeah, it got exceptionally dark. My dog's creepy.
Goody. Goody.
Hey guys, so it is just so beautiful. Reagan and what's his face? Aldo. They had this thing going on because Aldo is obsessed with hexagons. So he tells her, let's have 6 conversations to get to know each other. And after those 6 conversations, you can determine whether we should stay friends or whether we should move on. And I'm now at this, I think it's the 2nd conversation. And these two are just, I don't know, it's a very intriguing way of writing this, but they're sitting in church, in a Catholic church, and he's drawing hexagons on his leg, and suddenly Charlotte decides, you know what, let me put your hand on my leg so you can draw hexagons. And the way it was described is so intimate between the two, and I'm just sitting there going, who would have thought that this is actually very hot? Sounds so weird saying it, but anyway, it's just an amazing time. I love the writing style. Everything about this book is just wow. Just wow. I think 25% in it, and it's good. It really is good. Olivie Blake just knows how to knock it out of the park. Guys, so it's a few days later, and I'm currently on part 4 of Alone with You in the Ether by Olivie Blake, and this part is called First. So my thoughts about part 3, which was Keys, is there's not a lot I can say about this book. It's just, you know, basically Aldo and Reagan trying to get to know each other, trying to see what makes each other tick, and it's a very beautifully written book. I just can't praise this book enough. I'm excited to see where it's going. So yeah, I think I really enjoyed this part, you know, the parts where we as the reader are also introduced to how Reagan is and why she is the way she is. And there are parts as well where she talks to her psychologist and the things that she tells the psychologist and things that are clearly being brought up again. It's an interesting dynamic. Her parents are very interesting. Her whole family dynamic is very interesting. So I can see why she is so abrupt with everything. I don't actually necessarily see why he's such a everything has to come into a box. I mean, some people are just like that, but with Reagan's parents, because they are so strict, she likes testing the boundaries, and she gets it right most of the time, where she just flies away from the boundaries. But yeah, I'm excited to delve further into this book. Want to see how things go. I have no idea, because obviously these two are going to get together, if they're going to stay together. Because, you know, with romance books, there's always this 3rd act breakup. Are they going to stay together? Because I have a feeling they won't. Because they are entirely different people, and I don't know, Aldo doesn't seem like he can gel well with Reagan in the long term. So I don't know. Hey everyone, it's Tuesday today. Oh, it's only Tuesday today. Can you believe that? Okay. I'm 80% in Alone with You in the Ether now. Not much to say though. Really. So yeah, that's exciting. That's riveting. I do, however, have to rant. I was aiming to watch Gilmore Girls today, and that just didn't happen because our Wi-Fi decided to leave us at 10 o'clock this morning. I was still busy working, and then the Wi-Fi was just like gone. So I'm very happy about that. Anyway, and also instead of reading and writing, I decided to watch Supernatural because why not? So I haven't done any reading. I might do it tonight. I don't have the energy today. I'm kaput. And unsere Wi-Fi ist kaput. So I almost spoke to Afrikaans to you. But yeah, that is all, I guess. What a short video this was. Hey everyone, so it's about 2 weeks later. We didn't have Wi-Fi for 2 weeks. So I was busy losing my mind, but I did finish Alone with You in the Ether, and I adored this book. It was really, I need to remember what I wrote in my review 2 weeks ago, but it was written in such a way that I didn't expect the ending to happen as it was, and I didn't expect things to progress the way it did. And the writing style was just so beautiful that I just enjoyed every minute of it. You know, you get a lot of reading done when you don't have Wi-Fi around you, and I just loved every second. I cannot praise this book enough. Olivie Blake will definitely be an auto by author for a long time now, so I gave this book a 4.5 out of 5. There was just, I think I deducted like a half star because why? I can't remember why. I think it was because of, some of the things weren't, how can I say, it wasn't not flushed out. It was just the fact that it felt like it was rushed through. Like, for example, when Aldo and Reagan finally got together and it was their first everything, and it felt like there was just a tumbleweed of stuff that's just gave to you. It was spewing information. I was like, okay, like I get what you're trying to do. It's your first in a relationship is always this, it's fast-paced, it's exciting, you can't always remember what had happened. Every first you have in a relationship is just, it's mind-blowing, but it's also, if you blink, it's gone. That was that. And then the ending as well, it was very fade to black ending, so I was like, okay, I'm not happy with the ending, but I'm also excited because she also gave like a hint to another book, and this seems like it's another fantasy book. It looks like it's about witches and it's got Baba Yaga involved, and looks like a good time, so I'm definitely going to see if I can get an arc for that. Hopefully I can, and then I definitely want to buy that book when it comes out. So that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Sorry it's so short, and sorry there's really no b-roll because no Wi-Fi. So maybe for the end of this vlog, if you've reached it, I don't know if there's the Wi-Fi emoji or down Wi-Fi emoji. We can see if that's included, and then you can add that into the comments. Other than that, I don't have any other plans. I just want to prepare myself for Vlogmas this year because I'm 2 weeks. I have 2 weeks to pre-plan, and I'm kind of nipping. So anyway, that is going to be it for this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please remember to like, subscribe, and then, as I said, comment down below the Wi-Fi or the no Wi-Fi emoji, and I'll see you guys in the video next week. Bye.